Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to cook something new. So this recipe comes from a subscription box, it's simplycook.com. All the information will link below for you so that you can check it out yourself if you like. Basically what you get is a recipe card. You get all your shopping list, so all your ingredients and the instructions, and you get one of these little boxes which has little pots of big flavours. Now today what I'm cooking is you have to excuse the pronunciation, it's a Murgh Kari, which I do believe is translated to along the lines of chicken curry, but feel free if anyone could give me an exact translation to comment below and let me know. Now I've got all the ingredients in front of us, so we've got this. So in this box will be all the flavours that we need. So we've got garlic paste, we've got the seasoning for the curry, and then this is a curry paste. Now we needed 300 grams of potatoes. Now these need to be chopped into roughly 2 centimetres squared, and an onion. You do need basmati rice for this. Now I'm cheating, rather than using normal rice, I've got this pouch that we already had in the cupboard, so I'm going to cheat with that. Chopped tomatoes, we don't need a full tin, it's just over half a tin that we need, so I have to weigh that out. Likewise the Greek style yoghurt, this is a 500 gram tub, and I do believe it's only 200 grams I need for the recipe, plus extra for serving, which is optional. And then I've got 4 boneless chicken thighs, which I need the 4. So this recipe serves 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on with weighing out the tomatoes, the yoghurt, and chopping up the onion and the potatoes, and then I'll crack on with the recipe. Oh, likewise the chicken needs to be chopped up into bite-sized chunks. So I shall crack on with that, guys. Right then guys, as you can see, well from that time lapse you can probably tell I'm not the best at chopping onions, but we've got our chopped onions, potatoes, and chicken thighs. We've got our tomato and the yoghurt. So the next thing I need to do is, well, it says cook the rice, but that's not going to take long at all because it's just a case of chuck it in the microwave. So I need to heat a tablespoon of oil in a pan over medium heat, and when hot add the onion and fry for 5 minutes, and then at the same time I need to boil the potatoes until they're nearly cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil the potatoes until they're nearly cooked. I'm not going to show you that, it's not going to take too long, and I'll come back once they're done and I'm ready to start putting everything in the frying pan. So I shall see you in a second or two. Right then guys, I've mostly cooked the potatoes and I've got them to one side now. While I've been cooking the potatoes, I've had the oil heating up on a medium-high heat, ready for the onions. So in we go with the onions. Now these need to cook for roughly 5 minutes or until they start to colour. So I shall get that going, and the next step is to add the garlic paste and the chicken. So I shall start colouring these onions and be back with you. Right guys, we're nearly there with the onions, they're softening down quite nicely. Now the curry paste that I've got to add in, it's not curry paste at all, it's garlic paste. There we go, there it is. There's the garlic paste. Looks a bit like baby food. Been there before. Just in case you haven't seen it, guys, myself and Joshua did a baby food challenge a short while ago, so I'll link that video at the end. So the garlic paste is going to go in a second with the chicken, and we fry that for a couple of minutes before we put in the Murgh Kari paste, which I do believe is a chicken curry paste. Now, I can't remember all of this, I am actually reading the instructions as I go along. The aim is that at the end it looks something like that, but we'll see. Right, in I go with the garlic paste. There we go. Let's see. Don't want to miss any. That's the garlic paste done. And straight in with the chicken. That's a lot of chicken for 2 people. So we fry this like this for a couple of minutes before we add the next paste, and then fry for a couple more minutes. Then after that it's the chopped tomatoes and the final seasoning. If it tastes anywhere near as good as what it looks on the picture, then I shall quite enjoy it. Right, I shall carry on with this for a couple of minutes, guys. Right guys, the chicken's getting there quite nicely. The next step is to add the next lot of paste, which is this one. This is the Murgh Kari paste. It smells absolutely amazing. So I'm going to add this now, and then we have to continue frying for another couple of minutes. Just a good mix in. It's colouring quite nicely, it's certainly smelling nice. Now after a couple of minutes of this, the next stage is to add the chopped tomatoes and the seasoning, so I shall come back to you then. Here we go guys, we're bubbling away quite nicely there. Another couple of minutes done. So I'm now going to add the chopped tomatoes and the final pot of the flavouring, which is an Anissa's spice blend, which that smells amazing as well. So in with the chopped tomatoes, and the spice blend. And then this needs to cook for another couple of minutes before we then think about adding the potatoes back to the curry. So once again guys, I'll come back to you in a couple of minutes. Right guys, that's been a couple more minutes. Now we've had to turn the heat down and we get to add the potatoes in that we set aside from a short while ago. And we now need to cook this on the lower heat for about another 5 minutes, or until the potatoes are thoroughly cooked through. There we go, the potatoes in there, cooking away nicely. Once the potatoes are done, you take it off of the heat. And what I forgot to mention at the start of the video is you actually then add a tablespoon of sugar into the curry. So we've got to get the potatoes cooked first. So I shall come back to you in 4 or 5 minutes when it's all done. I'm ready to take it off of the heat. Right then guys, it's been about 5 or 6 minutes. So that's all mixed in together. I've just taken it off of the heat. And what I'm going to do is now I'm going to add the 1 tablespoon of sugar, and you have to leave it to cool down for a few minutes then. So 1 tablespoon of sugar, and we'll give that a good mix in. This is definitely a lot for 2 people. You might have to save some and put in the fridge in a tub. Right, I've got to leave that for a few minutes to cool down before we can add the yoghurt. So, she'll be back with you in a few minutes guys. Right guys, now it's had a few minutes of cooling down. The final step is to add the yoghurt. Now what I need to do is add that 1 tablespoon at a time, stirring it as I go. And this will change the colour, so it's that lighter, almost kind of korma type looking colour. This is looking good. Fingers crossed that myself and Mummy B are going to enjoy this for our dinner. And in a second I just need to do my cheats rice and microwave that for 90 seconds, and then I'll be ready to plate up. And once I've done that, I shall show you guys what it looks like in the bowl that I'm going to put it in, and maybe have a side-by-side comparison of the meal that I've cooked and what it should look like on the card. So
fingers crossed it kind of does resemble what it should look like, but you never know. So right then guys, I'm going to microwave the rice, dish this up, and then I shall show you what it looks like. Right then guys, that's it dished up. Doesn't look too bad, you know. I'm going to hold the card in front of the camera as well next to it, so you've got a little bit of a comparison. There we go. Not too bad. Now, obviously I haven't done a little bit of garnish on the top, but I'm quite pleased with that. So fingers crossed it tastes alright, and perhaps I'll let you know afterwards. And if you do like this, feel free to give us a really good thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to our channel because there will be more of these. This is the first of 4 recipes from Simply Cook. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks guys. Bye.